it always reveals their true character, because I don't do what I do even to this point for recognition. I would rather see other people that I work with get recognized.
Yeah.
But some people crave this like rock star, I'm the next Post Malone, and you're a public speaker. And it's really, really bad. And I think it has a lot to do with social media.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Manny Talks. Tonight we actually have a special guest, a good friend of mine. His name is Mike Sotero. So let's welcome in Mike, bro. Appreciate you for coming in.
Thank you for the invite.
This guy has been killing it in two industries, right, at once. So I do have a lot of questions for you. A lot of things that I want to know, not only about the industry, but about yourself and your story. I feel that, the audience will get a lot of value from that.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming in, bro.
No, of course, bro. We've been friends for a while, and I'm glad that you started your podcast, because he inspired me to start my podcast.
Come on.
And I actually look up to Manny a lot, so I'm grateful to be here, bro.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
I'm grateful.
I remember we had dinner and we talked about all of this,
Yeah.
the branding, start getting out there more and putting more content. So I saw you started shooting like a bunch of reels.
Yeah, I just every month get a videographer, get a studio in Miami, and we just film 4 hours straight.
Nice.
We just chop it up, short form, long form, and it's been going pretty good.
How's it going with that?
Oh,
brand blowing up?
We've grown the Instagram, probably about 1,000 organic followers a month.
Dope,
past 90
dope.
days. So.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I feel the branding is key, no matter what business, what industry you're in. If they don't know you,
Doesn't matter. Can't do business with you.
Exactly. Boom. There it is. So let's get right into it. One thing that I want to know is, I want to know a little bit more about you, right?
Yeah.
Even though, we've been friends for a while, what I figured out is with this podcast, bro, you get to know people a lot.
Facts.
It's crazy. Because like we've been doing business, we've been, friends, but there's a lot of things that I want to know about you that I don't, right?
Yeah.
So let's take it back 5-10 years, bro. Who's Mikey 10 years ago?
Facts.
Right?
So my whole goal was to play baseball. And
I see you.
My sophomore year in high school, I had like a knee injury. I thought it was water in your knees, and it actually ended up being a tumor. And I haven't shared this story too many times, but for 7 to 10 days, my family thought it was cancerous, and like we weren't going to see his 16th birthday and all that stuff. So that was the point where like I knew God was real, because I was like, God, if you're real, save me from this. So wasn't cancerous. I came back my senior year, had a decent senior year. Was going to commit to play Division II baseball out of the state. Started my first business.
What was it?
Network marketing.
Okay.
We were selling some stuff, and that took off. So I went to college for a few months. One day there was a bomb threat right at the school.
Oh shit!
And I'm like,
you got some stories here.
I got some stories, buddy. I'm gonna release some footage. And I was like, this is a sign from God. I have to get out of college, and I got to focus on my business.
Wow.
And I was already out earning a lot of the teachers and stuff at that time. I was just there to make my parents happy. My dad has his PhD. He's a retired police officer. All of that. So I dropped out. One year later, that business fell apart.
Hey, part of the game, bro.
Made 6 figures. Found myself in 2016 making $2,000 the whole year.
Wow.
In 1 year. You could have worked at McDonald's and made more money than me.
Wow.
But people thought I was rich.
But what you learned, though?
Oh, man. I learned not to
Because that's what people don't understand, though. People
Yeah.
chase the money right away, but they got to understand that is who you become.
Man, I'm grateful that happened to me. Because that season taught me not to overspend, to pay your taxes. My dad paid my 2014 taxes because I didn't have any money left. So, and then 2017 came, and I was just praying for opportunity. I was just going to be patient. And then I joined the company. 12 months later, everything changed. And in this book, it says, when riches come into your life, it'll come so fast you'll be wondering where they've been your entire life.
Boom.
And I read that in 2013.
Wow.
Showed up in 2017. It's crazy.
It's crazy because it happens to a lot of people, and it tends to happen. It happened to me, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. It happened to me. I got comfortable because it got to a point in my life that I was seeing a lot of results without the work.
Yeah.
And what happened was that the results that I was getting, it was from the work that I did a year ago,
Always.
So it's like, in my mind, it played tricks because I'm like, bro, I'm not doing anything, and I'm still getting great results. So you get to that area that it's like you get comfortable.
Bro,
because
so
your mind plays tricks. So I understand what you're saying, that it's like, it took a few years to pay up what you learned.
Dude, Jim Rohn says this quote. It stuck with me. I remember driving to high school listening to Building Your Network Marketing Business. Jim Rohn, he said, when your income exceeds your skill set, your income will come back down.
Boom.
But
there
when
you
your
go.
skill set exceeds your income, it has to meet you where you are. And then it's just the law of 90 days, 12 months.
All of that. That's straight facts. So what happened? You dropped out. You went into this business, made like $2,000 for the year.
Oh, right? No, I was just chilling in 2016, just lost, bro, not motivated.
Okay.
Started going to church more, started getting closer to God in the spiritual side, but financially I was just struggling. And the worst part is people thought I was not struggling.
Okay.
So you have this identity crisis almost where like I would go to events. I was still traveling.
Okay.
I was still
Were you still building the business?
No, I was not building any business.
Oh, nothing. Okay.
Yeah, I went to do another company, didn't work, and then I was just like racking up my Discover card. And I got it to, I almost maxed it out to like $7,000. And then I had $2,000 in my bank account, and I'm like, okay, this is not good.
Yeah.
And it took like a year later for something else to show up, and then I found trading, and the rest is history from that point.
So take me back to those 2 years that you're after that, $2,000 a year.
Yep.
You found trading.
Yeah.
What was it like back then? Because I trade myself and I know what it takes to make money trading.
Well, I started learning just the wrong way. So
we all did, right? We are like, all right, we want to make the money fast.
Yeah, it's just support resistance, buy low,
Dale,
sell high.
buy, boom, 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 done.
It's like it can't be that easy. So I went through a lot of different strategies.
Okay.
Thank God I had, I was building residual income and I had cash flow to fund accounts. But the first year and a half was rough. It was an emotional game, but I was already buying crypto.
Okay, so that saved you.
That's what saved me. Okay.
That's what saved you.
I was buying crypto March, April, May of 2017.
Okay.
And
so you're like,
but I was broke. But I was broke in that
I'm broke, but I'm putting money into crypto.
But I'm putting money into crypto.
Bro, it's crazy we're talking about this. You can ask Nick. Nick used to he was always there for me. Nick is a good friend of us.
Yeah.
And bro, I was doing Uber Eats, and I was buying crypto with the money I was making from Uber Eats, bro.
Man.
You remember that time? The guy behind the camera, right? He was there back then with us. And bro, I was doing Uber Eats to stack up the portfolio. That's what people don't understand.
They don't, man.
Sometimes you gotta just hustle and stack up the money and believe in yourself instead of just going, spend the money.
Yeah.
Spend the money.
It's so important. It's like those dinners add up. Those extra things, they add up. Like unnecessary travel and trying to flex and get into crazy car payments. Right now, the average car payment is like $750 in the United States.
Bro, you don't even get a Honda for $700 a month now.
It's bad.
It's crazy.
So now it's not the time to flex, even where the current market's at. But thank God we were learning in that season. We didn't have maybe the most capital.
No,
but,
we didn't.
We were in the game.
But we were there.
We were there.
That's what matters. So, and one thing that I respect a lot about you, and one thing that I've always admired about you is how you've always stayed humble. Like, I remember the FIU events, bro.
Yeah.
I remember the FIU events, and I used to look at you and it's like, network marketing is hard to stay like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know this better than me, right?
We can talk about it.
So I do look up to the people that like that,
Thanks,
the Nick Gomez, right?
Yeah,
It's like, yo, you don't gotta be flexing every minute, bro. You got what you got. You know what you're good at, and there's no needs for that flex to happen. Just get better at your crafts and just work on your business, right? So I do admire that a lot about you.
Thanks,
and I feel that's one thing people need to understand is, don't matter how much money you're making, you need to understand when is the right time to make the decision to just go get that car or to maybe go get that traveling going. You know, sometimes you gotta just delay the gratification.
And people don't want to do that. And you made a good point. You said people change. People change when they get recognized for things. And it always reveals their true character, because I don't do what I do even to this point for recognition. I would rather see other people that I work with get recognized.
Yeah.
But some people crave this like rock star, I'm the next Post Malone, and you're a public speaker. And it's really, really bad. And I think it has a lot to do with social media. The perception that people want. They think they want that lifestyle when most of those people are empty inside.
That's one of the reasons I'm doing this, the podcast and all of that, because I want to show the people the raw, like the failures, the things we go through. Like, for example, before this podcast, right, today, you booked the podcast for today. I had you logged in, and the camera crew that I always have here with me, they canceled. They had an event. So I called my buddy, and I was like, yo, can you come over, help me out here, right? Because I'm like, I have Mikey coming over. I don't want to let him down. So it's like, things like that happen, bro.
Dude,
in business. I have no idea how any of those cameras work. Like, I have no idea what most of this shit is. But I just turn it on and then we chop it up.
That's all that, dude.
Because that's the real truth about building a business. You don't have to know how you're gonna do everything you do.
Man.
You like, bro, when you start, you just gotta start.
You gotta start.
You just gotta start. So let's talk a little bit about, your story. I wanna know more about your dad, bro.
Yeah.
Your dad, I know he was trading. I remember. So tell us a
is.
little bit about that story.
Yeah, my dad's an interesting individual. He's joined the police academy at 18, did 28 years, police officer, retired in South Florida. And then in 2018, I told him about trading. I got involved the year before.
Okay.
I had already made, a good amount of money.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, you should probably do this. So he started learning, and for 6 months, fake account, demo account to learn. 1%, 2% a day was like his goal, right? Doing trading, there's a risk involved in trading, right?
Yeah.
And he started with not a lot of capital, and he's grown his account to craziness, man.
He's doing his thing. Is he still actively trading?
Dude, yes.
Bro,
he sent me a screenshot. He took our whole family on a cruise a couple weeks ago when I had to speak at an event. And he sent me a screenshot. Let's just say the cruise and the next 3 cruises were in the screenshot.
Let's go.
Yeah, so.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's been a blessing enough for our whole family.
It's so crazy, bro. Like how information changes lives.
Dude, that's all it is.
That's all it is. It's access to information, access to the people, access to all of that is what literally gets you in the door of so many business opportunities that, bro, without the people, without the environment, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Facts.
You wouldn't. Actually, I've never said this, but that story where your dad inspired me to put my dad on.
Let's go, bro.
It did.
Go.
I swear to you.
That's
I
amazing.
put my dad on self-development.
Wow.
He's been reading for like the past couple of years.
How's he doing?
Bro, amazing. His life literally did this.
Wow.
Like his mind, how he speaks, what he does, who he's hanging out with. Bro, he stopped smoking, he quit smoking.
Wow.
He stopped drinking, like all of this stuff that is like, wow.
A decision.
And it was a self-development.
Man.
He's been trying to trade, but he hasn't figured it out yet.
Yeah. One step at a time, man.
You know what I mean? One step at a time. He's still, learning and stuff. But self-development, bro, information.
Dude, who's his favorite person to listen to?
Bro, Tony Robbins.
I love it.
He just read the book that Tony Robbins did about health and all of that. Yeah. And bro, it just blew his mind away. Bro, this is 800 pages book from someone that, with the background that we have in Cuba and all of that, like no idea about any of this. The first book I put him on, it was Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Great starting
And he's like, I'm not a rat. I got to get out of this job.
Yeah. It's a great starting point.
Yeah, because it opens up, the door for a lot of people. So network marketing, bro, for you, what did network marketing did for you?
Well, it made me think different, right? Some people hear network marketing and have this negative connotation. Let me tell you something real quick with the camera. Everybody listening, you're in network and you're in marketing. You have a network and you are probably doing some sort of marketing. And if you think you're not, then you really, you are. So that's number one. Number two is all the products and services in network marketing, not all of them are good. Just like not all of the people are good. So it's important who you work with. It's important with leadership. It's important to find the right company. And look, it may not be for everybody, but you show me vehicles where you can low minimum barrier to entry, which is also the problem in network marketing.
Because everybody gets in.
Anybody can get in. But the risk to reward, it just makes sense. So I got involved when I was in high school. I've never had a job. I don't know what it is to clock in or clock out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I started in high school.
Boom, straight to it.
So, I was brainwashed really early. I drank the Kool-Aid. And I said, this is it. I watched a video of my mentor, Mr. Alex Morgan, who's now one of my best friends. And it was it, bro.
Amazing event, by the way. The event he did.
The code.
Bro, amazing event.
Shout out Warren.
I met the guy that did everything for him and kind of like organized everything. And the guy is a beast, bro.
Man.
Beautiful event. Everything was like super organized. The logistics amazing.
Planning the next one here. I kind of know what it is. I can't say it.
Okay.
Alex,
you let me know off camera. You let me know. You gotta put me on. But yeah, bro. So network marketing, I feel a lot of people have that misconception.
Yeah.
But it gives you everything because you learn how to sell. You learn how to market yourself.
Yeah.
You learn how to speak in public.
Yeah.
Like it gives you if you're not in network marketing and you're starting, I say on the mastermind that I put together, that is the first skill set you gotta use. That's the first business everybody should start.
Bro.
It doesn't matter if you don't make a penny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it would take you a shit ton of time to make money in network marketing. Like, come on. You know what I mean?
Time.
It takes
100%.
time. But everything you learn, it gave me the foundation. Bro, that's the first time that I saw someone making 6 figures a month.
Bro.
The first time that I even heard about $100,000.
It's even possible. You're
it's like, wow.
What am I doing?
I remember I went to an FIU meeting. I think Austin Gutsy showed up. And this guy, bro, back then he was like, legend, all of that. And, I used to look up to the guy, and I still do. We still, talk and all of that. The guy is amazing. But Bro, this guy was clearing like 100,000, I think. I think it was him. Matt was doing big numbers too.
Yeah, doing numbers.
So for me, that opened up my mind completely.
For sure.
You know, it was like, all right, all of this is possible.
Yeah. And you just said a good point. It's like in network marketing, you can join a company, whatever it is, and you could be in the same room. You can get the proximity.
There you go.
Where if it was like a mastermind, like you get leadership trainings every week, you get Zoom calls.
Yeah.
How much do people charge for that? They charge money for that.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's included essentially in a way. I was thinking about that when I did a call for my team 2 days ago. I was like, I just gave them like $2,000 of value for free.
Yeah.
Because I want them to succeed though.
100%. That's what people need to understand, that they need to get in those rooms.
Yeah.
If you're starting out and you're like, you're starting your business, you're building your business, you need to get in the rooms where money is at.
Always.
That's how you make the money, is with people.
For sure.
If you don't have relationships, like,
what are you doing?
You got to trade.
Yeah, you definitely learn the skill. Definitely learn that. Definitely buy some crypto too.
You learn how to trade, you're good. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about, I mean, you've been successful in both industries, built your teams internationally and whatnot, trading, even your dad is trading, fucking love that. What about your failures? I want to talk about what has been like your biggest failure?
Man.
How do you feel in that moment? Because that's something that I want people to listen to.
Dude, there's a lot. So like I was involved in my first company, August 24th, 2015. I wouldn't say it's a personal failure, but I felt as I let people down because the company went out of business.
Okay.
So I had 1,000+ people on my team.
That rely on you.
People rely on me. And at the time, maybe I'm making $3,000-4,000 a month, $5,000 a month at the peak. And people are making 600, whatever. And their income's just gone overnight. And like for 2 days, I was like, do I even want to do this shit? Because like there was like a lot of pressure. And I'm 20 years old.
Yeah. Like, what is this?
I got 45-year-old people calling me like, hey, son, what are you doing? What are we doing? What's going on? Asking me all these questions. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. So I would say that like really affected me. That really made me, learn a lot of lessons, how to deal with people, how to bounce back. In trading, man, dude, there's so many failures. I've put money in an account and just donated it real quick.
Quick donation, boom, going.
That broker was happy with me. So I think about some of the failures I've had as a leader, where I miscommunicated and misled people.
Yeah.
When my intentions were right, but I didn't know how to communicate early on. So I would, let's say your love language is I need to spend time with Manny to get him to like work hard.
Yeah.
I would call Manny and I would scream at him and tell him to go build the business, and that just wasn't.
It wasn't. I had people, you weren't getting the message through.
Bro, and I learned that the hard way, man. I was a little bit different when I was younger, 18, 19, 20 years old. So I learned how to communicate with people because I burned a lot of bridges. If people didn't do what I did back then, I'm sorry if you're watching this, but I was cutthroat. I was like, we got to get to this amount of income and we got to get to this place.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because it casted vision and people bought into it very fast, but it also turned away a lot of people because I was more focused on that essentially than them.
Yeah. It was more like a numbers game. It's like, all right, we gotta go do it. We gotta move. So that happened. That happened. It happens. It's part of the learning process. Now, how do you overcome? Like, what is it for you that helps you like kind of like snap out of a failure? Let's just say something goes like super bad. You had plans. It didn't go your way. We all go through that, right?
Yeah.
Daily sometimes.
Always.
How do you snap out of it? How do you like, all right, I got to get out of this.
Well,
what do you do?
First you got to go like this on your phone and you got to go airplane mode. Because
this
this is a weapon against you or for you. And it just really depends how you use this phone. But I always remember this. One of my first mentors said, remember this, there will always be somebody, and I revert back to gratitude. But he said, there will always be somebody that has more than you, and there will always be somebody that has less than you. And if God gave somebody else something, he can give it to you. But if he's given you something, he could also take it away. And I have goosebumps even saying that. Like everything we have right now, our incomes, where we live, all that materialistic stuff, it could all be taken away.
Boom, like that.
And I remember hearing, bro, your credibility takes years to build, and in seconds it can be destroyed. So every move that I make, I try to think 3 steps ahead or 5 steps ahead or whatever, because I don't want to. I'm okay with making mistakes. I'm okay with failing. But I want to make sure my intentions, those 3 to 5 steps ahead, are going to be the same core intentions today.
Got you. So you're thinking whatever you're going to get yourself into, you want to make sure, obviously your name, your credibility.
Everything, bro. That's why I'm so careful on things. And I could go probably make more money doing some crazy stuff. Yeah. But, bro.
See, this is why we're friends, bro.
Your name, bro, is... we live in Miami. You know how many people's names get slaughtered in this place?
People chase money fast. And the crazy thing is, I love how people just walk away.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, some people do business and shit goes wrong and people just like walk away. They're like, whatever, it went wrong.
Yeah, I'll try something else again. I'll scam some more people.
And then fuck everybody else.
Dude, people don't care.
Bro, come on. You know what I mean?
But eventually, I can think of 20 people in Miami right now. I'm not gonna say their names, but eventually,
it catches you don't want to get this thing blocked, bro.
Yeah, we're not.
Start dropping some names.
Episode 3, we're not gonna do that. Maybe we'll come back on episode 30.
Let's go.
You just don't want to do that. You want to be a good person and watch. Good things are gonna happen to you, but you got to work your ass off. You got to show up and you got to play the price, and you have to go maybe broke investing sometimes.
100%.
You know, it's like if you're like a huge in crypto, you probably have more money in crypto than your bank account, right? Sometimes I question myself, like, what am I doing, right?
Yeah,
but I'm like, this is the future, and I thought this way 6 years ago.
Boom.
And you know, it's paid off in this next bull market.
Oh, here we go, baby.
We can talk about it. I'm gonna let you lead the way.
Oh, we're talking about the good stuff again, man.
Hey.
We're talking about the good stuff. Yeah, bro, I'm the same way. So sometimes, like, you know, something comes up and it's like, you know, XYZ, need money right away. It's like, I don't have it. It's in crypto.
That's the excuse these days.
I don't have it. I literally, by my bank account, I keep whatever I spend in the month.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, bro, straight up. Like, I don't go like, stack up the bank. No, I don't need a safe haven. I know what we were doing. Like, that's one of the things that people need to believe in themselves, bro.
Yeah. There's a lack of belief, bro, in society because there's so many different opinions in the world right now.
Yeah.
And there's like political, there's business, there's finance, there's just so many different agendas. And it's just in mainstream. And if, you know, what's that quote? It's like, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Yep.
And people
100%.
are falling for everything.
For everything. And when it comes to business too, this is business opportunities knocking your door every single day.
Every day.
You know, this business, the other one, everything,
man.
So if you don't focus on one thing, and that's something that you've been consistent.
Try it.
You know?
It's not easy, but you just have to have laser focused. And now, you know, we've talked about like expanding different businesses.
Yeah, of course.
But
Keep growing.
inside of the same arena or the same industry, with like books and newsletters and just different things that could add value. But it's like the brand. Like Manny Talks is a brand. It's already a brand. It's going to be a bigger brand, right? People hear DeFi Mike. It's trying to become a brand, right? And it's just those small things that separate you from everybody else.
Yeah, it goes back to what we were saying before. Your brand is everything, right?
Everything, man.
So if you build your name and you stay true to who you are,
For sure.
no matter what business you do,
Doesn't matter.
That's your name. You always have your name.
And you always
know
have
what I mean?
opportunity.
Yeah,
You
always.
could go do something else and people follow you or people want to work with you because of who you are. And that's the thing. And we live in Miami where it's a great city. There's a lot of people here and opportunity, but people sometimes don't care. They don't care about their perception and they'll fake it till they make it. And sure, go do that. Like, God bless you. Best of luck. I'm not going to go do that.
Don't do that.
Because I tried doing that. I tried doing that. Yeah.
Don't do that, bro. Don't. That fake until you make it. I don't like that.
I hate it, bro.
You need to fake it here.
Yeah.
You don't need to go overspend. If you're making $10,000 a month, you're spending 30. Like, come on, what are you trying to show?
$10,000 a month is nothing these days. Just saying. Be grateful for your
if you're in Miami, $10,000 a month doesn't get you anywhere.
You got to get to work. You got to learn some skills, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, skill set. Diving into one thing, laser focus until that makes you enough money so you can go invest in other things.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Bro, yeah.
Because, like, look at you and all of us, like, the people that you see that are successful, they went heavy on one thing.
Yeah.
They make their money in one. Like, you can look back, bro.
Always.
Like, no matter. It's one thing.
Always, man.
It's one thing that keeps you, your cash flow keeps you alive.
Yep.
If you have money coming in, you have things flowing, you can now afford
take
risks, you know, drop everything in crypto.
Yeah. Mortgage your house. Don't tell your wife. Yeah, for sure.
Wow, you're doing your stuff, huh? You mortgage your house?
No. Don't do that. That is not financial advice.
But yeah.
I have a question for Manny. So what does your crypto portfolio give you? Does it give you a peace of mind?
It gives me kind of like
not comfort, but does it give you like we're gonna make it?
Yeah, I mean, I made it with crypto. You know, the crypto portfolio is kind of like I know where we're going.
Yeah,
I know where things are heading. You know, for obviously everything we study and everything with the time we put in. So it's kind of like how I look at it is like everything goes wrong, we're good in 2-3 years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
Same.
People look at it like, I want to make money next month. And I'm like, I don't care about next month.
Yeah.
I'm here because I know where we're heading And I know that if I have what I have in there, in 3-5 years, we are set.
Facts.
Right? So instead of like chasing the next coin, we're gonna we're gonna get into this because I see you're itching. Dude.
Let's talk about tokenomics. Make some people mad here today.
Bro, people be chasing the next project, the next coin. I remember NFTs. I lost so much money in NFTs. It was crazy. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just like buying a bunch of shit.
A lot of pictures.
And bro, people just keep chasing the next project. And it happens the same in business because they're looking for the instant gratification. People are looking to make the big home run tomorrow. And what happens with that is you're never stable. Never. So what do you got to say to those people that keep chasing, the next altcoin, right? The next projects. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Let's educate a little bit. Okay,
here we go. The good stuff.
3 types of coins: low cap, mid cap, main cap.
Here we go.
Low caps have under 100 million in market cap. Mid cap have 100 million to $1 billion in market cap. And the main caps, right, for right now, $1 billion plus. Soon those numbers will change. Low cap projects, there's more risk, but there's also more upside. But people are chasing meme coins, and then they end up as the joke, right? So let's not avoid that. What I wish I did more of, and I was never chasing shit coins or meme coins back in the day, but I wish I bought more Bitcoin, and I wish I bought more ETH. I consider now ETH equivalent to Bitcoin. We have the Shanghai upgrade right now.
Yep.
Very bullish news. There's a couple more things that ETH needs to play out, but by the year 2040, ETH supply should be under 100 million. Right now it's at 120 million. So if you just understand supply and demand, you should be focusing on ETH, and I'm very heavily involved in DeFi. A lot of the ecosystem projects.
DeFi Mike, right?
You have to be, right? If I don't have Compound and Aave, I'm a fraud out here. So you want to find projects that have use cases, right? You look at like Uniswap.
Yeah.
Uniswap is the biggest decentralized exchange, so we don't trust, exchanges. Just don't leave your money on any exchange. Uniswap was doing more transactions than Visa and MasterCard at the peak a day.
That's crazy.
It is a decentralized exchange. Right now, the token's at $6. All-time high is like $50. Our students were able to grab it at $2 in 2020 on the launch. You can do some math there. So you want to find projects with use case. You want to find projects where there's max supplies. Uniswap has 1 billion tokens. Bitcoin is the grail, 21 million. Eventually, like not even every millionaire in the world could have a Bitcoin.
Yeah, it'll get to that point.
So just understand the supply and demand game, and why am I buying a project? What is the purpose of it? Like ETH, DeFi is built on it. NFTs are built on it. USDC, which is basically owned by the government, is built on it.
Oh, here we go.
So
here we go. We get into politics or what?
Hey, we can take this down any road you want. There's a lot. You look at
so much
Circle.
Shit going on behind the scenes.
Circle, JP Morgan, the U.S. government all work together. USDC can be frozen. Tether can be frozen. There's a stable coin called DAI, D-A-I.
Okay.
Right? It's 1-for-1. It's backed by a lot of ETH and Wrap Bitcoin, which is on the ETH network. And with DAI, the only way it can be frozen is the DAO, right? The decentralized autonomous organization. They have to vote. So people that are holding a lot of DAI, they have to vote to freeze. But I don't think that's ever happened. Not yet.
Yeah.
So I feel safer a little bit. DAI. But USDC is, I would say it's safe because if the government implodes USDC, we're all in trouble. All of us are in trouble. But I don't think it happens. That could be their CBDC from all we know.
Right. So let's take it down a nudge, right? Because most people here just like, Let's take it not down a nudge.
Disregard what you heard.
Let's say someone wants to, build a portfolio from the scratch, simple. They want to start investing in crypto, right? What would you recommend? Obviously, no financial advice.
Yeah.
But what type of distribution would you recommend? What type of security advices would you give to people?
Okay, so 1, all you need in crypto is a centralized exchange to onboard. And then 2 is you need a ledger from ledger.com. Don't buy it on Amazon because people hack them, resell them, take your crypto one day. So you could buy it on exchange, send it to your ledger. There's wallets like MetaMask, Exodus. I have zero affiliation with any of them. They're just decentralized wallets.
Yeah.
So when you look at allocation, I can't give you percentages, but I would say majority of your portfolio should be in main caps, $1 billion plus. Go to CoinGecko.com and look at the top 20 projects. Projects like ETH, projects like Solana, projects like obviously Bitcoin, ETH, Solana. I think Chainlink's in the top 20 right now. Polygon. You see Starbucks is doing with Polygon. There's going to be a way to get some NFTs on Polygon through Starbucks NFTs on Polygon's network. They're number 10 right now.
Insane.
But one of our educators called it out at a penny.
Okay.
It went to $3. I got in at 30 cents.
Right? No income disclosure, none of that, right?
No, it's just a fact. I didn't get it at a penny.
Right. I was about to say, bro, you got to buy me dinner or something.
Dude,
you balling like that?
Man, dude. Early on, I wish I had more money in crypto. I know some people that were very, very well off in 2016, 2017. And it's that whole quote, when preparation meets opportunity. And they were prepared, and they have I'm talking 9-figure portfolios at this point, because in 2016, they were there.
They were there. I feel that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, we're here.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's just 6 more years.
Boom. Another cycle.
It's just 6
it's
more
all
years.
over again.
Bro.
What do you think about this cycle where we're at right now?
I think the low could be in. I think the Fed is going to slow down on interest rates.
Okay.
I think we saw Silicon Valley Bank, where they are breaking banks.
Boom.
I think right now, while we're trading right now about 28,000, I could see price coming back to 21. 19 to 21, that zone. I'll give you that zone. But the second the Fed starts going backwards, there's a meeting in a couple weeks, Google FOMC meetings. And if they pause or go backwards, I think we see a spike. I think we could see a massive run for crypto, indices, stocks. And I think if price gets above 44, I think it's game time.
What's game time? Where are we heading in the next cycle? What is Mike Sotero's prediction for the next cycle?
175.
$175,000 per Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Boom. Set it here live.
Yeah, 175. Next cycle.
But by the end of the next cycle.
Yeah, I think next couple years.
Next couple of years.
I mean, it could be this year. We don't know.
I'm listening. I'm taking some notes.
I don't know if y'all understand. When crypto runs, it runs. Like, we're big in, we like XRP, right? For some reasons, it's not decentralized, but it's all good.
This is getting good.
I might come back for episode 4, 5, 6. Okay. We might have to do some. Okay. You look at XRP. Go back and look in 2017. There was a 3-week period of time where it went up like 1,700%. And then it went up 1,100%, then 1,300%. And a couple years ago, it had like a 1,300% run. If we even catch a half of that from the current price, life gets a little bit better.
That's what I was just talking to him about. We were just talking before you came in. And, he was asking me, crypto portfolio. I'm in the process of like going heavy on crypto.
Yeah.
So, setting up legal structure and whatnot.
Smart.
And we were talking about it, and I'm telling him, bro, all you gotta worry about is the next cycle.
That's it.
A lot of people think too much. A lot of people think about politics. A lot of the people think about, how the governments are gonna probably implement it or no, or like this and that. It's like, keep all the noise out.
Yep.
How I like to think about crypto and Bitcoin. I'm a trader myself.
Yep.
I've been learning and trading for the past few years. I just look at the chart. I don't care about anything that is going on outside of the 100%. Chart.
100%.
That chart is open 24/7 in that computer that you saw. Yep. All I look at is that chart.
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity that we're going to be able to have such a massive transfer of wealth in the next few years that people don't understand that. Yep. And they get caught up into like the little things, the news, this bank went out of business or that is not going to help Bitcoin. It's not. You don't care.
Doesn't matter.
All you got to worry about is understanding the technology, where we are right now, where can we potentially be in the next 2 to 4 years, and understanding that every dollar you have right now, if you know how to place it and allocate it right, you can turn it into $8, $10 in the next 2 to 5 years.
Fact.
That's all you need to understand when it comes to crypto.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be a genius, bro.
It's like banks are failing and people are like, I'm going to leave my money in the bank.
Duh.
Y'all understand that they don't understand the 13th biggest bank just failed. And what if that's the next Wells Fargo? Go look at what happened in 2008. Could be. You don't know that.
Nobody knows that.
So, you want me to talk about banks for a second?
Come on.
If you trust the bank, I don't trust you. It's really simple. Okay, it's real simple. All this Chase, they try to make you feel good. They say you're a private client. All these cute things. But if you walk in there in gym clothes, they treat you different. Until they see your account. It's ridiculous. Anyways, in DeFi, I don't got to worry about any of that stuff. Only thing you got to look at is little fox, little MetaMask fox. So these banks, there's issues. And that should just tell you that you need self-ownership of your crypto, self-ownership of your life. Right now, CBDCs have been going on in already some countries like Nigeria. And it is a process to get crypto.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question. Right now, if they cut off all the centralized exchanges in the world, How much crypto do you have?
You know, I actually have a friend that he talks a lot about this. He was the one that recommended me, you need to start setting up legal structure, banking system internationally. And he talks about that, and he says, if they shut down the banking system in the US, if by any XYZ your account gets frozen, what do you do, right? So I'm like, it got me thinking to the point that it's like, we all need to start setting up banking, accounts overseas. Yeah. Why no? Right? Because we still need to use banks. I understand where you're coming from. But when you're gonna do business, for sure, a lot of businesses don't go through with crypto yet.
Not yet.
Right? So you need banking. So when it comes to protecting yourself, thinking about the future, I feel people need to understand that just having a Chase bank account, bro, by any means, you get into like a legal, like a simple legal misunderstanding. I'm not saying you did something, and they just freeze all your accounts. What'd you do? Like years of works, right? Years of works, a whole life, and with a click of a button, they can just freeze your accounts.
Bro, they have so much control.
So I feel everybody, no matter what stage you're in, you need to understand that you need to have self-ownership of your money, so you have control. I feel there's 3 things people need to have ownership, and it's your freedom, your financial freedom, your time, right, and basically be able to move around to wherever you want to go.
That's big, bro.
Those 3 things right there: money, time, and location freedom. You don't have that, you're doing something wrong,
bro. Dude, that is not talked about enough. And we gotta get the message out about location freedom.
Location freedom.
I know you were just in Dubai, right? It's
beautiful. Look, just put the flag right there. Man. Boom.
Let's close your eyes. Where do you want to go next? Next podcast is gonna be in Tanzania.
Oh, bro, I'm trying to fill it up. It's little by little.
I love it, bro.
But like location freedom. I was using Dubai for 3 weeks.
Most people can't do that.
No, they can't.
So we don't want to be like most people. We want to think differently and think a little bit bigger. And I think the world is kind of having that slight awakening that they need to like start making money from home and stuff like that. But it's still not there yet. And I don't think it'll ever be fully there because the world needs employees. And
I feel COVID woke up a lot of people. Like, what happened with COVID and all of that. But at the same time, I feel people are going back.
Yeah.
It kind of like, boom, woke people up. People are like, right, I got to get an online business, this and that. But as the time passes by, people just go back to the same thing.
Reverting
Get comfortable, get the job, this, that. And at the end of the day, is your society how it's built. Yeah. So I feel people need to be aware of that information more.
Yeah.
And that's what network marketing did for us, at least.
Sure.
Right?
Same, bro.
It's like, oh shit, there's a whole world out there.
Yeah. You build it and you're at this level, you know what your income is going to be.
Bro, think about this, location freedom. Something happens, bro, people work years of their life.
Yeah.
20 years working at the same job, 30 years working the same job, and one day the boss wakes up and he says, I don't like you, you are gone.
Bro.
Just like that. How crazy is that?
It's not worth going through that process, especially if you're on here and you don't have a family yet. Like, can you imagine? Like, I think about the decisions I made when I was younger. Like, imagine I had a family. And I made $2,000 in a year. Like, there's some issues here, right?
I'll kick you out of the
house. There's some issues here. So we got to be grateful for what we have, but we have to understand that I believe everybody that's listening could definitely have more. Yeah. But you got to tap into like who you actually are and
your inner self. You got to tap in and your self-belief.
Yeah.
I feel people, and that's what self-development does, bro.
Man.
That's what self-development and the audios, the books, the videos, the events.
You went to Tony Robbins, right? You went to Tony?
Bro.
Man.
Beth actually took my dad.
Yes, I saw that,
I took my dad to the event.
How was that?
Bro.
I was walking on fire.
Bro, he got out of it. You should have seen his face. He's like, bro, I never felt like this before. What is all of this?
Yeah.
But I put him on self-development a few months prior to the event because I believe that's one event you can't just pop right into it because you will go crazy.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have at least some type of context.
18-hour days.
Bro, you go crazy. You go fucking crazy. Tony Robbins just goes ham.
Yeah.
I love the guy. But as a first event, I feel it's too much, for someone that's never done any type of self-development.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's like you're speaking a whole other language. It's 4 days back to back, 12 hours to 16-hour days. Yes. So it's like, but I feel people need that. They need self-development. They need, that environment, right? All of that. And then you can get exposed to the information.
Yeah.
Because that's the foundation. That's the base of everything.
Yeah. You got to start somewhere and then grow and then set up the next event. Like when you go to like a Tony Robbins event, like book the next event. I don't care if it's 6 months a year to have something to look forward to.
Next mastermind, next mentorship, boom, boom, boom.
You have to have
Network
that.
marketing does that for you because it's like back to back. Every
months,
week you have a call. Every month you have an event, right? So it's like it puts you on game, right?
Yeah.
But let's get out of network marketing because let's actually talk a little bit about you. What would you tell the Mikey, 17 years old, 16 years old, before he went through all this journey, right? And after everything you learn about yourself, about business, what would you tell that little kid?
Buy more Bitcoin. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Bro,
Okay.
17 years old Mikey would have gotten Bitcoin like that.
I would have been hustling to everybody, my parents, everybody. I would say a few things. I would say, one, don't put too much pressure on yourself, but at the same time, invest into mentors who have the exact lifestyle you want, right? Find mentors that have the exact thing. So if you want to be in a family, find a mentor that has a family and they have money and they have happiness and they travel. And that's hard, but to really get into those rooms and be very careful who you call your mentor.
Yeah.
Because I call people my mentor who were manipulators early on in my career. And I thought they cared, but they didn't. And they know who they are.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So I would say be very careful about that. Second thing is spend money. You need to spend money because it's going to flow back to you. But you need to look at everything as an investment. And it's an investment either for you or it could also put you farther away from where you want to go.
100%.
I would say those two things, bro.
And just that right there will help so many people you don't even understand.
I hope.
I feel. What do you think about this? I feel people gotta go through their mistakes their own. Like they gotta they gotta get hit to understand things.
That's when you find out who you are. When you go through extreme levels of adversity.
That's when you learn.
For
is
sure.
this for me? Because I'm gonna tell you, and I've talked about this before. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. The $1 million a year is not for everybody. The $1 million months is not for everybody. You gotta understand. We're ready.
I'm ready.
We're ready. That's the goal.
Come on.
Listen, you gotta understand something. With making $1 million a month, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with, right? People gotta understand that.
Yeah.
When you're building your business, trading, whatever it is that you're doing, it comes with a heavy weight.
Yeah.
And to overcome that heavy weight and those failures, I feel what works a lot for me is, like touching back into not only like myself, but like my why,
Yeah.
Why is it
Remembering,
that, right?
bro.
What's your why?
Well, dude, so
why you do all of this?
my why changes, right? First, it was for like the wrong reasons, and now it's just like really setting up next generations and all that stuff. Like I have a younger brother, right? He's 10 years old.
Okay.
His 9th birthday, I give him an envelope with a letter, and I put a ledger inside, and I give him this letter that he has to read out loud to the whole family. And I said, in this letter, for the next 9 years, I'm going to give you X amount of crypto every single Friday. For the next 9 years. This is going to be your gift for the next 9 years.
Yeah.
I'll get him other stuff, of course. And it's been 2 years. My dad and myself send him crypto every Friday. Where's that account going to be in 9 years?
Bro, can't imagine.
And I tell people to do this. I teach my students. We have thousands of students we educate every day to do that for their children, especially if they're younger. Because that alone, you have no idea. This whole like Florida prepaid college stuff, all a scam anyways, get taxed on, all of that stuff, right? So that's one thing. I forgot the question that Manny had. Why? Oh, my why.
Your why.
It's what we said. Those 3 things: time, financial, and location freedom. Right. In a couple weeks, we just booked a 6-week Europe tour. I don't have to like report to my boss to go to Europe. I could just go.
Yeah.
And I just wanted that flexibility. This business or in business entrepreneurship, you could have the business on paper, but that shit owns you, and you can't leave. So all we need is this. Maybe I got a laptop too and an iPad.
Yeah.
But it's really
you can't be trading here.
Yeah.
That's when you start blowing up accounts.
That's why you keep losing money. I see you.
That's when you start blowing up accounts.
Bro, facts.
So Europe tour, I'm excited about that. That's gonna be a big trip.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
Right? How many days are you gonna be out there in Europe?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
Where are you heading to next? You want to show us?
Oh man, dude.
What's the
bro,
first?
We start in Munich, Germany.
Okay.
We're doing Vienna, Austria. So we're doing 6 or 7 cities in Germany.
That's cool.
Then Austria. Then we drive to Switzerland.
Oh wow.
And then we're doing France, 3 cities in Spain, 2 cities in Portugal, maybe Italy, and then there's a lot of places.
Now that's cool.
It's a lot.
That's cool.
It's a lot.
I mean, to go build your business and go all around and a bunch of countries,
It'll be
right?
fun, yeah.
location freedom.
That's it, bro.
That's it. That's all it's about. Bro, I'm excited to see where we get from here and where we go.
Yep.
And one thing that I like to know about, everybody that sits here and we chop it up is, what is your goal? What's next for Mike Sotero?
Man, there's
What
a
are
lot.
What are you targeting? Like, what is the one thing that you like, aside from crypto? You know what I mean?
Yeah, outside. Yeah. Don't let me talk about prices. We'll go crazy. Definitely diversification outside of just crypto. Definitely building more traditional businesses, right? Using network marketing as a vehicle.
Yeah.
And really taking that cash flow. I do know in this next 12 to 18 months with crypto and where I believe it will be, it'll be time to get into real estate. I personally have friends in it. I've never gotten into it.
Me either.
From that standpoint.
Yep.
And I'm not going to act like I know that. But I'm watching how things are going in certain markets, and I see the divergence of some things are going down and some things are...
And you learn how to trade.
And,
I
want to get into that game heavily. And I just want to do it with a group of my friends and just have fun with it. But, bro, it's really I take day by day.
Yeah.
I don't think too much of the future, but it's there. The vision's there. Because your future and your past can really make you lose focus of where you're at. The power of now, Eckhart Tolle. And then it can lead to depression. And it can lead to you like forgetting like, oh my God, I should be so grateful for what I have. And then sometimes we see that image of where we could be, and it's great. It's important. Yeah. You have to have that self-image or you're not going to work your ass off. But some people use it against them. And then it's like, damn, I don't have that yet. Why am I not there? And it leads to that bad self-talk. So
pushes you back.
Yeah. I would say diversification over the next couple of years, and God willing, maybe we'll have a family one day. We're riding solo right now, but
yeah.
All that stuff though.
Let's talk a little bit about that. You went there. Let's take you there, right?
You
went there. Let's take you there.
Maybe too
Let's
soon.
take you there. Let's take relationships, right? As an entrepreneur. Yeah, bro.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Relationships, right? What do you think about having a relationship and building such a massive business like what you're building right now?
It's tough. It's definitely there's challenges for sure, because sometimes people don't understand why you do what you do, and you can tell them a million times, but it is something that some people just can't understand. So if you're going to get in a relationship with somebody, you got to be on the same page. Communication is key. But they got to be willing to sacrifice as well. I think it could be two people. They could do separate things. That's okay.
Yeah.
But the vision's got to be in alignment.
It has to be.
It's got to be, this is what we're building for. This is why we're working so hard for. And if it's not there, then it's probably not going to work. But yeah.
What do you look for in a relationship?
Manny talks, baby.
Oh, we're getting deep here,
Manny
bro.
Put me on the spot. I mean,
I'm gonna to know you, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we live in a society where Instagram, right? You could follow 1,000 girls, and it could just be your newsfeed is just girls on your page, or guys on your page, or whatever. So I would say definitely mindset, work ethic. Sure, they have to be beautiful. Sure, they have to have looks and all that stuff. You have to be attracted to the person.
Yeah, of course.
But at the end of the day, it's like your mindset raises kids. Your habits, how you were even kind of raised, coming from a good family, like all those things, they do matter. And you're looking for like a serious relationship.
Yeah.
Which we live in Miami, so not a lot of people look for that,
Yeah, it's crazy. Look at her back there. She's like, nah.
She's like, cancel him. I just met him. Cancel.
No, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard. One thing that I think is key, and I learned in Dubai, I learned about this, and I talked about it yesterday in the episode. I had a good friend here yesterday. I told you about him, and he's been married for 12 years.
Amazing.
And he said it's like, I don't gotta focus on on who do I hook up with, who do I talk to.
Yeah.
I don't go through all of that stress. All I do is just focus on my business. I love my wife. I love spending time with her. Bro, they'd be married. They met like when they were like 17, 18 years
That's
old.
Amazing.
And it's beautiful to see that. He goes to the same church you go to. Bow's church? Is that the one?
Yeah,
Bow's church? Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And he's like, bro, all I focus on is on growing myself, building the business, because I have a solid relationship that I care about, and that I want to, spend the rest of my life with.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful.
Peace, bro.
And I think that's something that people need to look at when it comes to mentors.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the money, and you said it earlier.
Yeah.
Like when I look up to people and when I call someone my mentor, I'm looking at their relationships. I'm looking if they have kids, how they treat their kids. Because like
Everything,
bro, it's not just about money. Like, people need to understand that.
Yeah.
Like, one person that I admire, and is Grant Cardone.
Yeah, for sure.
What he does with his family, how his kids are like active, going,
They're
learning
on stages.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
12 years old.
Like, bro, the confidence that those kids have.
Yeah.
Right? To being on stage with 30,000 people, 20. You want to look for that too when you're looking for mentors.
For sure.
You wanna understand that it's not just money. It's all areas of life. They're working out, they're putting in their time into themselves, right? Right. All of that. All of that. When
how they treat people behind the camera, man, that's
that too.
How you treat people, like, I think one of the biggest compliments I've ever received is when somebody said, Mike, you're the same person online as you are offline.
And
I think that's the biggest compliment people can give you as well. It's this whole fake era is just, people are tired of it.
Yeah. That's what I want to do with this community. That's what I want to do with this podcast, because I want to bring in people that are real. Like, I don't care how much money you're making.
Doesn't matter.
Like, bro, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to, this shit is, So I'm trying to bring people here that are real, that really, that I can relate to, that I admire and respect, because that's the stories and the message that I'm trying to put out there, right?
Facts.
Because it's not just money, bro.
Can't be.
And if you have the money, right, you have like the targets, like, I want to make this amount of money, right? I want to make $1 million, XYZ. When you get to the money and you look back and you're like, wow, I just have money.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what happens for most.
That hits you.
Bro.
That hits you.
That's scary, man.
That's scary. And then what happens is that I feel people just either go, all right, I'm going to just keep making more to see if it changes. Right? Which I think is even worse.
Yeah.
Because you're just digging yourself in the hole.
Yeah.
And it comes to the point where people are like, all right, I got to fix something.
Yeah.
I got to work on this.
I mean, dude, you see these celebrities, athletes, they take their life. I mean, money is especially in entrepreneurship, money is a tool measured by how many people you help. How much money you make is a reflection of how many people you serve, how much value you bring. If you have a $250,000 mastermind or a $10,000 mastermind and people actually pay for it, you have to over deliver. But if you've been doing that for years and your track record is clean, you're actually helping people. It's like, would you invest into yourself 10 grand to make a lot more? Okay, I believe in this person. I'm willing to do that for them. I got to get those skills, and maybe one day that will be me. But this comparison game is the world we live in now, because social media,
bro. It affects us all.
It affects
everybody. It affects everybody.
Oh my God, look at where they're eating. Oh my God, they're at Komodo.
Yeah. Look. Look what they have. Some people, they even post 2 days after. So it's like,
You heard Drake.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Some people, it's like they go to a restaurant, they post 2 days after, and you're like, on your house, you're like, whoa, there's people going out. Like, what? Why? That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Once people understand the best way to be happy is to be you.
Yeah.
That's when you're going to be happy.
Facts.
Like, it don't matter what they're doing. It don't matter how much money they're making.
What are you
Focus
doing?
on you, bro.
What are you doing?
You know what I mean? What are you doing? Look about, and bro, social media just screws people over.
That's why I'll give one tip. Right today, when you're watching this, take your following and go to 0. Go get some apps, get your following, do to 0, and do a refresh.
Yeah.
And only follow people that inspire you, motivate you, that give you good energy. And I do this once a year. I'll take my following to 0. I'll unfollow every single person.
Come on, bro. Don't give me that unfollow.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the algorithm. I'm gonna tell the AI not to unfollow Manny Talks, and then you just see me following only Manny.
Yeah.
And just reset, because what you see. Remember, your subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and fake.
Boom. Facts right there. Facts, bro. You gotta get this book.
Study it.
I'm over here promoting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, bro. Let's use 2 things I want to know, and I do this at the kind of like to wrap up the podcast. I feel is a good way for you to offer value to the audience, and for us as the audience, me included, to offer value to you. We heard about this at the event with Alex Martin. It's 2 questions. What do you have? What do you need?
Yeah, dude, you're good, man. Manny, this guy is good. So what do I have?
What do you have to offer?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been in the crypto space, so I've onboarded probably 250,000 people into crypto at this point. In the past 6 years, teaching all around the world, spoken in front of probably 200,000 people live, over 250,000 people for sure online. So definitely the knowledge there, trading, leverage. I just started trading futures, crypto futures.
Yeah,
really.
I saw that.
Derivatives, but in crypto, that's going bananas. And then I just dropped a newsletter. So I think we can definitely work on there. And then I definitely need you on my podcast in the next 30 days.
Let's go.
Online. So I'm definitely inviting you on that.
Let's go. Excited to be in there.
And yeah, bro, just good people in the corner.
Environment, bro.
That's it.
The right circle, right friends. You can.
I don't
go
need
anywhere.
anything from you though. Let me answer that. Let me answer that.
But no, I'm glad. I'm glad. Things are going well for you.
Yeah.
I saw what you guys launched with Futures. Amazing. Fucking, you guys been going ham. And where can people follow you? Where can people see you?
Just type in DeFi Mike. Now there's a blue check, right?
Okay. Yeah, that blue check is $15 a month.
Yeah,
for those of you.
$15 a month. So people stop sending money to random. Dude, I had an issue with another government because of people using my name to scam.
Wow.
Like legal things in place, right? So, there's a blue check now, right? Because I got to pay $15 a month for the Dodgers, really to support the Dodgers.
Yeah.
DeFi Mike Sotero, you'll see it. No underscores.
Awesome. We'll drop it right there in the description. The podcast is probably getting out in the next week or so.
Oh, let's go. Ready to share it.
So I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to keep on doing this, and I'm excited to have you back in here maybe in a year or 6 months,
well,
right?
You tell me.
I want to see where things go.
Let's wait for Bitcoin to get to the all-time.
I want to get that 175 that he called right here.
Oh, dude,
you know
from
what
30
I mean?
to that's only a 5x.
That's only a 5x, but think about every penny you have in the bank. If you can 5x that penny, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where could you go with that? So I'm excited. I'm excited for what we're building. I know you're building your brand, the newsletter, and all of that. So guys, you go give him a follow. Check out the newsletter. I have it myself.
Yeah, you do.
And I think you put in a lot of time into those emails, and I respect that because most people they just automate that shit because they're trying to make money. And I feel that's one thing you do as well. And it's like you really care about the people that you have in there. And you really care about them getting the information, getting the value. I mean, you went ham here for like 40 minutes to an hour. So it's like, you're like, right, I want to drop value.
Yeah.
So I definitely appreciate that. And I would love to have you here. Thank you so much for coming.
Let's do it, bro.
And I would love to have you here again.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's go.
Manny Talks.
Guys, that's a wrap. Mike Sotero, you guys had it here tonight. And Manny Talks. Again, his details, go follow him on IG is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content like this, more interviews, and a lot more things that we have coming up. We'll see you in the next podcast. Let's go.